Coming up, I'm heading to Moorpark Motor Classic, where classics, custom builds, and decades of automotive history come together. Let's see what shows up in Moorpark. As I started walking through the Moorpark Motor Classic, there were pockets of people spread through the park, checking out all the different cars and vendors. It was about 85 degrees with clear skies, making for a pretty warm day, but there was still a great turnout. Between the vendors, cars, and people exploring the show, there were plenty going on throughout the park. This year also marked the 4th annual Moorpark Motor Classic. So it was great getting to experience an event that continued to grow here in Moorpark. One of the first cars that caught my attention at the Moorpark Motor Classic was this heavily customized second-generation Buick Regal, built in the classic Lowrider style. This generation dates back to 1978 through 1987, with the styling on this particular Regal placing it somewhere between 1981 to 1987 era. The Regal itself actually dates back to 1973, when Buick introduced it as a personal luxury car focused more on comfort and upscale cruising than outright performance. After General Motors, downsized its mid-size cars in 1978, the Regal eventually became part of the famous rear-wheel drive G-body family, sharing its basic platforms with cars like the Chevy Monte Carlo. The Regal would also develop a completely different performance reputation during the 1980s through Buick's turbocharged models, eventually leading to the legendary 1987 GNX. But outside of the performance world, these G-body Regals also became important platforms within the lowrider culture. Their full-frame construction, rear-wheel drive layout, long body lines, and squared-off styling made them perfect candidates for hydraulic suspension and extensive customization. And this particular build really shows what can be done with that platform. From the candy-style copper paint and pinstriping to the gold detailing, wire wheels, skinny white walls, continental-style rear kit, and hydraulic suspension, nearly every part of this Regal has been turned into a piece of custom automotive artwork. It is a great example of how a car, originally designed for comfortable luxury cruising, found an entirely new legacy within custom and lowrider culture. Another unique find at the Moorpark Motor Classic was this 1970 Satellite station wagon. Part of the Plymouth's B-body family, the Satellite combined the practicality of a family wagon with classic Mopar styling, including the distinctive dual headlights and loop-style front bumper seen here. This example has been heavily customized with that quote-unquote 360 up front suggests it may now be a running 360 cubic inch Mopar V8, turning an old school family hauler into something with a lot more attitude. Another classic that stood out at the Moorpark Motor Classic was this MGA Roadster, produced from 1955 to 1962. The MGA was a major departure from MG's older upright T-Series cars, introducing the smooth, aerodynamic styling that helped define the next generation of British sports cars. Its design even had roots at the 24-hour of Le Mans, and the MGA became an international success, with more than 100,000 produced and the vast majority exported overseas. There were a few other cars around the Moorpark Motor Classic that definitely caught my attention and are some personal favorites of mine. I came across a 1963 Chevy Corvair Monza convertible, a 1972 Volvo 1800E, and a 1971 Toyota Corolla Coupe. 3 completely different approaches to automotive design, from American rear-engine convertible to a Swedish sports coupe and an early Japanese compact. I didn't spend much time with these, but they were definitely worth stopping for as I continued making my way through the show. After spending the day here at the Moorpark Motor Classic, I'd say there was a really great mix of vehicles to check out between the cars, food vendors, activities, and people spread out throughout the event. There was always something different to see. Overall, it was a great way to spend a Sunday morning checking out some automotive history while supporting a local community event. And speaking of local events, there will be one coming up right here in Simi Valley. On Sunday, August 23rd, Rancho Santa Susana Community Center will be hosting Wheels in Motion from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Admission is free, and the event will feature a car show, touch a truck, food vendors, and a Power Wheels race for kids, which starts at 11 a.m. The flyer also lists first appearances by VC Air Ops and Frank Mobile. This one should have a pretty different atmosphere from the traditional car shows I normally visit. Thank you so much for coming along with me to the Moorpark Motor Classic.